Alright, get in a conversation with somebody about controlling. The topic is about what is the difference between a dom submissive controlling and a regular relationship controlling. Totally two different things. So in a relationship with, and I get this a lot, I don't want to be controlled. I get that. You just got to an age where you're not in your parents' clutches anymore and they controlled you, told you what to do, how to act, whatever it is. I totally get it. I dated someone like that and she just couldn't understand the fact I'm not controlling. I'm just trying to give you guidance and structure and be a better person. How do you get the difference between controlling? There is control in a dom submissive relationship, but you think the controlling would be a different format when it comes to the aspect of, well, I'm going to tell you to purchase something. Like if it's a car, I give my opinion and say you should probably purchase this type of vehicle than what you think. Or it could be something, anything, a job. I say, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that type of job because you've already done it and it's not really taking you nowhere. Let me help you out and get you a job that will actually do something in your life. It's not a controlling thing. There's a difference between telling you what to do and how to think or how to act, or there's someone that's caring, that's trying to get you to be a better person, but it seems like it's controlling. How do you explain somebody that is under the age 25 that I understand what you're saying about controlling, but this type of dynamic is a different type of controlling? Yes, as a dominant, I do control things. I control the rules. I'm telling you right now, if we're gonna date, don't take 3 hours to text me. And if someone texts me every 24 hours, do you really think I'm gonna want to, have anything to do with them? Hell no. There is a little controlling because we put rules, but we don't like to say controlling because we're not that person. So a real dom is not actually trying to control. Now a master, that's the top of the food chain, and we're not talking about that. Everything I say is in my opinion, and when I say, but there is doms that control, yes there is. You can have a regular vanilla guy be controlling. You can have a sweet submissive girl that's trying to control because that's what she's used to. She thinks it'll work for somebody else, which it don't. This is a thing that happens, but in this type of dynamic, it's not gonna be like that. So how do I explain that it's not the same kind of controlling idea? There's wow. So, okay, the dominant is going to make the decisions for things. It could be anything from anything. Where we're eating tonight, it doesn't matter. The fact that we're supposed to take on decisions and the submissive's supposed to follow through. It's not a controlling thing. I'm not sitting here controlling what I'm going to order you to eat. It's just I know what you like, and I'm trying to have that civil feeling between our dynamic, that I get a sense of something. And also the gesture of a gentleman ordering you the food. I'm not saying that we go out to a steakhouse and I'm only going to order you a salad. It's not what we're saying. That's just an asshole. So it's a total different effect of what you guys think. A 50-50 under 25 relationship, non-dynamic DS relationship, there's probably going to be controlling, but it's a different type of controlling what we're talking about now as an adult, and it's a total different dynamic. So in a DS relationship, it's like a guy takes control but not controlling. Do you understand? Like, it's two different things. We take control of situations, but we're not trying to control you. We want to see the best of you. If we're trying to tell you to not go to the bar until midnight, we want you home at 10. It's not a controlling thing. We just want to make sure you're going to be safe. We're going to make sure you're not going to put yourself in a position that you're going to regret later. Like, it's not like that. It's about your benefit, not ours. Unless it's something that's affecting a relationship that needs to be changed and controlled of to help you out in our relationship or anything involved. If there's a friend that I don't like, don't care for, yeah, I'll probably ask you not to hang out with them no more because I don't trust them, because they're a bad influence or they're manipulators or something that I could see that you're going to end up hurting our relationship because of them. And I know you may not see it, but I see it, and I don't want that to happen. So it's not really a controlling thing. It's more of us, we're just trying to get you to understand that we are here as a dominant for the submissive to have a clear understanding where you stand in the relationship. I'm going to stand here in the relationship of who I am, the dominant, the caring, the take control of things that you don't need to take care of anymore. We're going to step in and have that. We're gonna take on responsibilities so you can focus on something else. It's controlling the situations. You see what I'm saying? So it's a little different step, and I'm trying my best to explain the difference. But I mean, it's a different type of controlling. You know, we're just here. I'm stumbling what I'm saying here. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that clears up that this was just a little quick video on the difference and the dynamic of controlling. You can be with anybody that is jealous. You know, it's nothing, you know, a lot of people think that because I'm in a BDSM dynamic, it could be either, you know, a daddy dynamic, just a regular dom dynamic with rules, or a master that will control you. It just really depends. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, that there's 3 different levels of it. And anyone that's going to be under 25, of course, it's like a 50-50 type of relationship. Because when you don't live with somebody and it's just, we're just here to smash and smoke weed and just be cool with each other, of course, you go home. I don't need to control anything. And you know, it's just, who cares at that point? You know, you're young. It doesn't matter. We're not here, you know, if I'm 20 years old and you're 17, doesn't matter what I say, because you're going to go home and you're still being under your parents' protection or control or whatever it is. There's no room for me. But once you get into that adult relationship and there's things that somebody needs to take control of because the other one's walking out of place and not knowing their position in a relationship, there's going to be needing some kind of structure. And rules, I don't honestly, as me, I don't think rules is a bad thing. As long as both can understand, both can be like, I agree, it's fine. And that's what I mean. I've always talked about, I always mention 2 people's in a relationship, 2 people should talk, 2 people should agree on terms and conditions with a lot of things. Okay, it shouldn't be about one person, one-sided. You do as I say. It's not like that. That's a controlling relationship. And yes, I want you to talk to me, and I'm gonna listen, and I'm like, okay, well, I understand what you're saying. Let me tell you what I'm saying. And if we can't meet on a mutual ground on something, then we'll just have to come back to it later. But don't forget your position in the relationship. And when you guys fall off track is when things start to go wrong and you feel unhappy, or you're sad, or you feel like the dynamic is just going out of control and you need to fix it. Now, how do you get back in your position? That's for another time. Peace.